My personal philosophy has changed a lot over time, especially through student teaching. A few years ago, I used to substitute for my kids' classrooms, and I've done that for many years. However, subbing and student teaching are quite different. When I'd sub, I'd show up, and the student, teaching and lessons were already prepared for me from the teacher themselves. So I just came, showed up, and taught, and it was great. It was wonderful. When I started student teaching, however, I thought same thing. I'd go in, it'd be easy. Um, Things would just come from the book, and I would have all the kids' attention, and it'd be great. It is great. But I've also learned that it takes time. And a lot of times there's things that I have to relearn myself so that I can be a better teacher. A lot of times I used to think I have to be perfect and I have to know everything. And I would stress and have anxiety because there's things that I'm like, what? I don't remember this. But that's the thing about being a teacher. And I have to give myself credit is being a teacher is being able to know that you're human, you can learn, and you are a great teacher because you can admit that you're human and the kids can see that and that you can relay once you learn and have them learn. And it's amazing to see them understand. Now, my philosophy is that I realize that not all kids learn in the same ways. There's different multimodal ways and a lot of different active learning abilities that will help them. So it's my job as a teacher to find those ways to help them learn. It's not just from a book. And the curriculum, too, I used to think would be just so easy, but curriculum changes over time. And I like to put my spin on things by being creative. And sometimes I think it's easy to get into this mind frame of you just feel like a robot because you have to teach so much. And when you look at the big picture of trying to get these kids to be successful and sit down and listen and deal with behavioral issues, it becomes overwhelming. So, through student teaching, I have learned a few things from the teachers that I work with. The first one is during preschool, there was a boy that would come in crying all the time. And I always thought he needs to come and sit down at the carpet because all the other kids are going to watch him and they're going to want to go run around the room and do all these things that I won't be able to teach or have a hold on the classroom. But this teacher would allow him to just take a breather, give him a timer, and tell them or him when the timer came off, he needed to come sit with the class. And he would listen. And this amazed me, and I realized these are little kids and they're human. So it's okay to take a break and a breather. And it's okay that I don't have to have every single kid sitting and listening. My philosophy is this. It's okay to take small and simple steps. Because if I look at the big picture of trying to get my degree, I would have been overwhelmed. So by small and simple things, I can watch kids grow and learn, and that is what I love about teaching is that I'm helping them and they're helping me. I'm learning, they're learning, and together we're making a difference in their lives and in my life. And I'm doing my best to learn the curriculum, and when I feel like I need to learn more, I'm taking my time to study and to understand it so that I can turn around and teach it to them good. Another way that this can help is through technology, which is amazing because these kids are on technology all the time at home. So at school, there are many opportunities and apps for them to play, like Lexia is an amazing app that helps phonics and phonemic awareness, literacy skills, which help them. Same with iReady Math, and there's different math programs that they love. There's also a 95 Core Phonics, which is videos that they can watch that actually really, really do help. So iPads, using an Elmo projectors to be able to watch movies. There's so many technology that is amazing that helps kids these days. And all this comes together from the most important viewpoint, in my opinion, is that being a teacher, the most important philosophy is through a Christian viewpoint, and that is loving the children. Because me loving the children is going to affect them their whole life. A lot of times, kids can't wait to go home, right? But sometimes school is their home. It's their safe place, whereas at home may not be their safe place. But if I can show that empathy and that love to that child in their life right now, and show them what Christ-like love really is, I'm hoping that they can do the same to other people in their life and can remember that forever. Because if we can do that in our families, at school, it shows in the community, we can have peace and empathy. And if we all can show empathy, love comes naturally. And I think love has to come first for those children. love and protection, and we can all come together as a community to help our students become successful, not just academically, but also in emotional ways, multimodal ways, academically, in all different types of ways. But it all comes down to showing that Christ like love and taking your time for small and simple steps. For me as a teacher, for me teaching these children and realizing they're human, and together we'll make it work. And my philosophy is that small, simple, show the love, and take a breath, and everything will work out. And there are many fun ideas to find different ways for those that learned in different ways to grasp concepts. And I love it because I get to learn in many different ways too with them.